Good morning. It is 6:47. I've journaled my trades from yesterday. Right now we are in NZD USD shorts. On the 15-minute we have a nice doji followed by a bearish candle. I entered on the wick on the 1 hour when it retested the fib level, and we're looking for it to target the next fib level as the dollar stays bullish during the US-Iran war. I entered this trade about 30 minutes ago, so we will come back later on to see how it does. It is 7:18, little trade update. We did get a nice rejection. Looks like I might have a very good entry on the 15-minute. I'm expecting a head and shoulders to form on the 15-minute with price remaining below the key level. And on the 1 hour, we have bearish momentum continuing, and it looks like a bearish rectangle chart pattern where it's going to take a break to the downside. And so what I'm going to do is, as my trade goes into more profit, I'm going to also limit my risk. So I'm going to trail my stop loss to 75 cents, meaning price would have to move 11.5 pips against me for it to stop me out, with my stop loss remaining above this wick, so that it would have to take out previous highs, therefore no longer being bearish, to take me out of this trade. Trade update. The financial markets for New York session have heated up. It is 8:35. I am still active in my NZD USD short. I have trailed my stop loss to positive 5 pips, which is break even because of a 5-cent commission with this broker. I'm up nearly 3% on my account, and this is a swing trade, so this is the last update y'all will see for a while. I have an exam review. I have an exam at 11, so I will be focusing and concentrating on that rather than trading for the time being. But we did get a nice retest of resistance. Previous support becomes resistance with a bearish engulfing candlestick. So we're hoping that in 24 minutes this will close bearish, allowing price to continue to fill the gap all the way back down to the gap that it created over here. Just as it's done in the past, if it gaps up, whenever we get a nice fill to the downside, we can expect a nice gap down, which is why I have a 1 to 5 risk reward setup trade, and I have trailed my stop loss to break even, so I have no risk in this trade anymore, and I am looking for these profits to continue printing. So like I said, we're up quite a bit on the account, undoing the damage from yesterday when we had a losing trade, and we are going to hold as these markets are bearish on the AUD, EUR, GBP, and NZD. We are done for the day trading. I had a test and I closed it before the test. This is the recap right here. We entered at this point and it pulled down to this point, at which we closed $1.42 profit. This is on the 15-minute chart, so had I watched the chart for 30 more minutes I could have gotten a better exit, but I needed to study, so I did the best I could, and I believe that is a very good trade, up 4% on the day. And we will continue to look for swings to the downside on NZD as well as other Forex currency pairs coming into this week.